It's your favorite DJ WAVLYNX, back like a Finks, here to make you think, keeping it simple.
Lay down.
Go ahead, hit that like.
Lay down.
Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like dogs, like I like dogs, let's get into it.
Sit. Lay.
Let's talk about it. But we're gonna make sure we don't buy the wrong dog,
Both y'all
especially
just
for
had
the
it
first
bad.
time. Check out my boy.
Why do you still look dirty?
Said partner, I keep that dog food like a Rollo, and right now you in the midst of WAVLYNX. WAVLYNX, turn me up right now. It's your boy Mel right here kicking it with
WAVLYNX, you mother suckers. Yeah, cuz. Did y'all put DJ WAVLYNX and Mike Tyson?
Let's go, WAVLYNX. Yeah.
Here's keeping it simple. We're gonna talk about wild animals. Okay, we're just gonna talk about wild big dogs. But of course, I love wild animals. You know, I like the wild lions, tigers, and bears. You know, things like that. Some might even say I'm a dog whisperer, animal whisperer. I don't know. I talk to all of them. Anyway, look at this guy.
Can you make him come after me and stop? Like at the camera?
At the camera?
Is that dangerous?
Yeah, dangerous.
Will he stop?
I mean, he might not. It's called jackal.
Now, owning the dog is not an easy walk in the park. At least not for these 5 dogs I'm about to talk about. Dog training is a must, and if you have kids, you either want to raise the dogs as a puppy with the kids, or just don't buy these dogs at all. Now, before we get into it, let's remember to stay grounded, protected, connected. All right?
Boy, DJ WAVLYNX, keeping it fresh. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you leave a comment. Be shy. Alright? Take it on the fly. We're gonna get into the top 5.
All right. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Keeping it simple, top 5 worst dogs to own as a first-time owner. First on the list is this wolf-like creature, the Akita. This dog is meant to protect and guard usually the royals back in the day. Now, naturally, it protects its owner because of its loyalty. Although it's a fluffy, loving dog, it can definitely overturn your home with any sign of weakness. This dog is to be handled with firm care and firm teaching. Besides the expenses, food and health will be imminent. This is by far a dog to own in an apartment. It needs you to always be patient and be able to take charge while being calm throughout the duration of its life. It can attack very aggressively, but not be a simple bite. A retriever would probably be your best choice. The training would be difficult to try to train this Akita, and you would definitely need to train one if you really want one. This dog is a very strong and independent dog. Speaking of high-level independent dogs, second on the list is the Rottweiler. Of course, this dog needs no introduction. Just look at it. It's a dangerous liability. It was mainly used for being a military breed dog, designed to guard and protect. Simple as that. This dog is still trainable, but requires a lot of attention, and they need to be given a task to always be working. You can't just simply keep this dog in your home, or else it would be disastrous when you return. This dog needs to be in full motion of doing something, otherwise he will become destructive. Other than that, it's a really good dog if you just want to have a dog to protect your home. Rottweilers can definitely be turned into house pets, but they definitely have to be bred at a puppy stage, especially with the family, so they can get to know them. Be very attentive around Rottweilers. They are very loyal to their owners. Third we have on the list is the Shepard. This is the ancient breed, straight out of southern China. It's a breed that was simply bred just to fight. They require lots of attention, but instead they've been domesticated, but that's under rigorous training. Now ask yourself, are you ready to calm a dog down and provide hours and hours of much needed attention? Now, they're the one dog that you can leave alone in the house, only if they're trained, because they're laid back, yet they're filled with a lot of high intensity and lots of energy. They do make good apartment dogs, and you're not gonna have to worry about cleaning after them because they clean themselves. They're low maintenance, but they have the ability to play aggressively if you're not really engaged daily. Besides, they're not the worst. But because they fall under the category 3, this is where the dogs have health problems. Issues like eyes, ears infections, fever. Yeah, a lot of that is gonna add up health expenses. It's safe to say that a new owner is really not gonna wanna have to deal with that many expenses. This dog is very stubborn and it can be very noisy. Definitely gonna suffer through the loud snoring. Straight like that. Now of course, this dog looks a little bit more meaner. Number 4, the Bull Mastiff. This requires consistent positive training and strict boundaries. Well, this dog is banned in Germany. In other words, this is a guard dog, but they are still domesticated if trained properly. They can execute malicious intent. Still patient with children, but their slow maturation requires training due to their size and ability to play aggressively unknowingly. Besides all that, he's gonna drool all over your J's and your outfit for the evening, ladies. Keeping it short and simple. Last but not the least, the German Shepherd. Number 5. Typically can be found at the back of any K9 unit, but even nowadays they are even too tough for the police department to even maintain. Obedience training is a large percentage of owning this dog, and if you don't want to be ripped to pieces, you definitely want to partake in some rigorous training. This is a power breed that requires lots of hours. It can either be obnoxious or dangerous at times, if guidance isn't firm and led by great leadership. They don't like to be left alone, and they need active owners that love to walk and take them to fetch parks. They need to release energy, and they need to socialize from the youth status. The Bull Mastiff is probably the alternative if you must have a defense and subtle dog. And there you have it, guys. Those are the top 5 dogs you better not buy if you are not experienced. Alright? Yes, keeping it simple. Follow the wave. Tune in for more. Signing out.